What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Knowledge Kicking Knowledge. Today is June 22nd, 2015. I hope everybody enjoyed their Father's Day and brought in the summer solstice in wonderful, excellent, good vibes. Alright? So, continuing with this Moon Through Sign series, today we're at the Scorpio moon. So what happens when the moon comes into the sign of Scorpio? And if you don't know, the moon represents the relationship with our mother, our emotional psyche, how we nurture others and like to be nurtured in return. It represents our mind, the things we give our attention to. Scorpio is the sign of transformation, secrecy, and emotional intensity. Alright? So, when moon comes into this sign, this is known as the sign of moon's fall. Or, in other words, moon is debilitated in the sign of Scorpio. And when the planet is debilitated, it's weakened, and it usually gives negative results according to the planet. Alright? And what happens here is that the real problem why moon is debilitated in Scorpio, I believe, is because of the emotional intensity. Moon represents emotions. Scorpio represents emotional intensity, and also, because it's ruled by Mars, impulsiveness. Alright? Now, when these guys are in relationships of any kind, friendships or romantic, they really care and love deeply. Alright? And this intensity that they provide or showcase normally kind of scares other people off. Because along with such deep-rooted love comes jealousy, moodiness, possessiveness, and this ultimately makes it difficult for the Scorpio moon to have relationships. And moon representing mother and Scorpio being the sign of secrets, it means your mom is somewhat of a secretive person, maybe somewhat of a vindictive person. And the thing about, another thing that makes this Scorpio moon position so tough is that the relationship with mom is damaged. It's like these people normally come out the womb just like with that emotional attachment to mom is just not there. And that's part of, I believe, their life's mission and part of their karma. Alright? So I'm into karmic astrology, and as a karmic astrologer I pay very close attention to exalted and debilitated planets. I look at it as a sign, as something carried over, whether it be for good or bad from the past life. Alright? And I think there's huge karmic issues here with mom. Alright? So these people normally run into or have moms that, you know, want to control their lives. Okay? And they may be born to moms who put them in situations that make them witness things that no child should see. Alright, because Scorpio represents the 8th house as well, and that is considered like the dark side, the underworld. Alright, drugs, sex, all of that, and these are normally things that these people are witness at a young age, and for some standpoint has a traumatic effect on them. So the relationship with mom is damaged, and that's something that needs to be cultivated to bring peace of mind. See, with me studying these guys, I realized that, you know, there's unrest with mom at home, so they don't really get that nurturing that, say, someone with a Cancer moon would get. That nurturing, that it's off. It's a distance between mom. So they go out there and they search for it. But in that search, they encounter situations where their feelings get hurt more and are not reciprocated. You know? So I really feel like if this is you, if you have this position and it sounds like I'm talking about you with the relationship being damaged with mom, you have to fix it. You have to. It's part of your karmic. It's part of your karma, for better latter term. All right, so you got to work on that. But this moon is an intuitive moon. All right, so I told you in the Cancer moon that that's something we look at to see psychic ability, and this moon is very intuitive. These people just, they may be saying something to you and playfully saying it, but it's in actuality they're right. They hit it right on the nose. They just have a knack for that, and their minds are very probing, and they're able to go deep into things, because that's what Scorpio wants to do. It wants to dissect and get to the bottom of things. It wants to know how they work. So another thing about them, having a relationship with a person like this, whether friendship or romantic, is that they really know you. They study you. They know you more than you believe. Yeah, these are the people that know you. They may work, because they work in secretive ways. So they may know how much you made on your last paycheck and just ask you just to see if you're being honest. Another thing about these guys, they're kind of manipulative, because their emotional nature is so chaotic. And if you cross them, they're definitely crossing you back. This sign doesn't believe turn the other cheek. They're like, you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you more. And this also leads to, them damaging relationships. That's a theme with this sign. So it's really something you have to work on your emotions, okay? Controlling your emotions, understanding them, and not letting them damage your relationships. It's like, very simple. It's very simple. And it's hard to, do, because the moon is crazy. It changes all the time. Alright? But for this position can do so much. But the gift, I would say, that comes with this position is the ability to investigate, to search. This mind, like I said, it's intuitive. So the reason I stress meditation is because it does something to your psyche, man. It's like it opens passageways, and it sets things in motion. Memory improves. You're just much more on top of yourself. And I believe that, a Scorpio moon, get into meditation, work on yourself, delve into your own psyche, because you like to delve into others. So a psychologist, this is a good position for a psychologist, especially a 12th house Scorpio moon. Psychologist, psychiatrist, working, and working behind the scenes and helping people. You dig into yourself, you can cultivate many gifts, but this moon has the gift of knowing, and they can use that knowing in so many different ways. So something investigative, man, something like, where you have to really put clues together. Scorpio moon will make a good astrologer. Matter of fact, I'm glad I said that. Another part of the peace of mind comes from learning about the occult. Things that are hidden, all right? You're naturally attracted to the darker aspects of life. Now, that can be sex, drugs, and all of that, or it can be the secrets of life. This is a really good position for people who join fraternities. Crazy as it sounds, like very high-ranking fraternity members, like people who go on to be presidents that need to preserve secrets of that fraternity, have this position. Alright? So, like I said, to work with this energy, although it's very difficult, you really got to dig into yourself. You have to find within yourself an emotional peace. You have to find that peace, and that peace can be found through creativity. That's why I said, look for something investigative where you can take your mind and just put it at ease through, searching for higher truths, delving into people's psyches. There's so much that this position can do. It really, it would make an excellent astrologer, psychic, lawyer, psychiatrist, psychologist. Very good concentration powers, but meditation. It's going to take meditation, and you're going to have to really confront your shadow self and say, listen, you can't keep destroying my relationships. I have to get this destructive behavior under control. All right? And believe it or not, it starts with mom. It starts with mom. Fix that relationship. All right? But in some instances, if you reach to the point where you just no longer keep in contact with your mom and your life is better off that way, still reach out. Still reach out and just make amends. Doesn't mean, you know, you have to let them back in, but just make amends. Alright? So, this is my interpretation of the Scorpio moon. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful summer. I just wanted to say, you know, I think it's essential to set goals in everything we do. So, with summer being its own season, set some goals, man. Like before the fall hits, I'm going to accomplish this, that, and the third. Alright? And your will is as strong as your word. Peace.